Hey guys, welcome to another video on the Inside Spurs Show. Happy Sunday morning. I hope we're all okay. I hope you're all right. I hope the weekend is treating you as well as it possibly can treat you. Obviously, Adfoot we were on yesterday. Some good quality games on yesterday. Obviously, Brentford looking like the world's greatest team for about 2 minutes of every single start of a game. So that's good. But yeah, no, some good football on yesterday. Obviously, today, 4:30. Brighton versus Spurs. I'm just giving you my last thoughts and views on the game, predictions. You know, if may have changed some, maybe I haven't. You have to wait and see. Just want to say, if you're watching this, you know, subscribe. You're very much welcome to join us for the journey. Yes, so Brighton Spurs is a game that I'm looking forward to for quite a few reasons. You know, one of which is, you know, it's been sort of announced through the media that Hertzler had spent time with Ange last season, and you know, I said on different podcasts, I've said on this well, you could call it a podcast, I've said it on this YouTube channel. Hertzler's Brighton play a similar brand of football to Ange's Spurs. You know, the all guns blazing, you know, fullbacks bombing forwards, you know, wingers becoming strikers, strikers becoming like whatever you want to call that, you know, or like, you know, fullbacks becoming into the midfielders or then wingers, you know, and changing vice versa. But you also leave two centre backs on their own at times, and they are at times left wide open. And we at times are left wide open. Now, obviously, we have the ultimate cheat code in Mickey van der Ven, so it's a bit of a, you know, it's like having an extra defender at the back, even though there's only two of them there because he's so quick. But they play a similar brand of football to us. You know, they're gonna press high. They're gonna play a high line. They're at home. They're gonna want to, you know, get on the ball, show what they can do their thing. And I said, look, if Spurs turn up and Spurs do what we do, and you know, continue the form that we're in, yeah, no, maybe a few of those games that we've played, we haven't been at the races as such, but you know, there's a few of them that we have been, and if we turn up like the games that we have been at the races, we should win this game. They have injury issues. They have issues in quite key positions as well. It's not like they're missing a right winger where you think, oh, we can get away with that one. We can, you know, change a few things around. Maybe we bring another midfielder in. You know, they're missing probably their best centre-back, who allows them to play a higher line. He's a bit quicker. He's not the quickest centre-back in the world, but he is athletic enough that he can play that high line. Whereas when you see Dunk or the Websters, they struggle a little bit. So I expect Igor to play because Igor can play that high line a little bit. So for us with Solanke, you know, Johnson, they should be at it and they should be up for it because knowing that they're going to get chances. And that's the thing today. Spurs will get chances. What do they do with those chances is another story and another question. Another question is, you know, what happens with Spurs' left wing? Because by the sounds of things, Sonny is still doubtful and it's unlikely he's going to play. So if that's the case, I said in my preview, which if you've missed, go back, watch it, because I talked about some good stuff. There's some good team news as well in that as well. But I said, look, I expect Werner to start because it's just what I expect. Does it mean I want him to start? I know I'd prefer Mikey to start, but I expect Timo to start. You know, I expect Kulu and Maddison to do their thing midfield-wise. I expect Bentancur to continue this very quite high level of form that he's had sort of the last few weeks. And, you know, it's kind of weird Bentancur's form coming in, I think in turn our form picked up as well, because when Basuma was playing well, we were playing well. Had a bit of a dip when maybe he wasn't having his best game. Bentancur since then has had quite solid sort of 7.5, 8 out of 10s across the board, and in turn we've won 5 games in a row. Now, obviously, he's not the only reason why we've won all those games. I know, I'm just saying he's a part as to why we've won some of these games. The back line, they're going to be tested though. As much as, you know, we talk about their back line and the fact that we can get them, ours will be tested. Now look, Destiny should be back and fit, which is great. It's fantastic news. He is needed for this game. You know, the great thing is obviously Mickey's the one playing next to him. You know, if a guy was to get in behind, it's, you know, here comes the Ferrari. Here comes the guy that's going to, you know, just cancel out that over the top ball. You know, Welbeck's athletic, but he's not kind of that. He's not that kind of athletic. You know, and obviously on the other side, you know, having Romero, having obviously that brilliant centre back, and he is. I won't have anyone tell me that he's not. He's a brilliant centre back, and you know, Porro has been in some really great form this season. But Porro's going to be tested defensively, probably more so than he has been all season. I don't think Rashford really did anything. I don't think Rashford was going to do anything either, by the way. When they had 11 or 10, it didn't matter. I don't think Rashford, and it's not a dig at Rashford, I just don't think Man United were very good. So as a whole, I don't think they were going to do much, hence why Porro didn't have to do a lot. Whereas Porro, I think, in this game, with Matoma, I think he is going to be needed to be at the races. And look, he's shown me no reason that I shouldn't have any confidence in him. He's shown me no reason why I shouldn't have any lack of confidence in him. He's been fantastic this season. He's been one of my better players, which I know some people hate because obviously they're like, oh, damn it, I really want to make a scapegoat out of someone. It's like, he's playing well and he used to be a scapegoat, and he's playing well and he used to be a scapegoat, and Brennan's playing really well, so I'm just kind of waiting until Brennan has one bad game so I can say I told you so. So, with Porro, he's been fantastic. So look, for me, I said 2-1. I'm in an R in between a 2-1 or a 3-1. I think Spurs win this game. I just think you're going to get that wave. We know you play away from home, and the crowd's up for it. It's a big boy, it's a big six club turning up. The crowd's always up for it. Get through those sort of first 5-10 minutes, get on the ball, do your thing, take over the game. Like I said, I wouldn't take too much away from the 4-2 loss last season. We're playing 4 fullbacks at the back. Our midfield this year is completely different to last year as well. You know what I mean? It's one of those things, it's not something that I take too much from. That wasn't the Spurs team that you should expect. It's not the Spurs team that we've come to know. This time it's different. We've got 2 centre-halves playing. We seem to have chemistry in the midfield, but a different style of chemistry. Instead of it being the Basuma, Sarr, Maddison, it's now Bentancur, Kulu, Maddison, which is very attacking and obviously makes people a bit scared. But I think it's worked beautifully because it's given Maddison more of a sort of an ability to roam, more of an ability to get on the ball, more of an ability to actually not have everyone sort of hone in on him because he goes, well, I can get that ball to Kulu. Obviously, I can still get that ball to Sonny. But I can get it to Kulu. Kulu can pick up the ball. Kulu can drive. Kulu can get it to Johnson or Solanke, whatever it might be. So yeah, for me, I still think 2-1 or 3-1. That's my realm. I think winning this game, going 6-6 into the international break, then obviously coming back, got a London derby with West Ham at home, come into that game with some form. That's not a bad thing. And actually, you know what? I know a lot of people are like, well, look, if you win 6-6, who have you beaten? It's like, well, went to Old Trafford and went to the Amex. We won both those games. Beat Brentford at home. And they're like, oh, well, yeah, Brentford. Oh. And you're like, still London derby. Got through in the Cup and won 2 Europa League games, one of which were down to 10 men. The other one we played, half the team was basically teenagers. So we actually look at the 6-6. If we do win today, you actually look at it and go, actually, that's not a bad 6-6 whatsoever. I know people will go, but you didn't beat Man City, you didn't beat Arsenal. It's like, oh, Jesus. Just for once, have a bit of happiness in your life. You can only play who's in front of you. And if you're beating them, great. You'd be a hell of a lot more angry and upset if you lost. So, look, I'm really excited for the game today. Like I said, 2-1, 3-1. Get your score predictions down below. Get your thoughts and views about the game. Who you might think is going to start that maybe disagrees who I think is going to start. Obviously, subscribe to the channel if you're new. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. I'll speak to you all very, very soon. Take care, guys.